Hi and smiles everyone and welcome. So today I'm working with embossing folders and black ink basically, and what I'm doing is making some very beautiful backgrounds for journaling cards or tags, and it is quite easy to do. Like I said, all you really need is your embossing folders, some embossing folders and some black ink. What I'm using here to make these is, this is watercolor paper, and I had gotten some watercolors and I just wanted to see what the colors were like, and so I just did up a piece of watercolor paper, and I didn't, of course, not want to waste it, so I thought about doing something like this. So I'm going to show you how to do this and how it really is quite easy. The biggest thing to remember is your black ink. Make sure it is not permanent black ink, like archival ink. You don't want to use that, or you're going to stain up your embossing folders quite badly. And then when you're done, like I will do, I will take it and scrub these embossing folders with some soap and water, but I have a rag here that I'm wiping them off. So I just wanted to show you first a little failure I had doing this. I wanted to use this particular embossing folder. It's a 3D folder and it's a basket weave kind of folder, but what happened is there was not enough background area. As you can see, I just ran it through on a piece of scrap book page, and so I'll use this in some way, but as you can see, there's just not enough, so you would have mostly color and you wouldn't quite get this kind of effect at all because there's not a lot of black on that. So I decided I wasn't using that one, so I used these two instead, and I'm quite happy as what they're turning out to be like. This one here especially, I love the numbers on it. I think it turned out really, really nice. And what I like too is, of course, it's not absolutely perfect. There is a little bit of black ink that did get on some of the numbers a bit, but I think that only adds to the texture and the character that we like to have in our journals. So I'll show you how I've been doing this. This one here, the number one, is just a regular embossing folder, and then this one here was a 3D. I wanted to try both kinds. 3D, the difference between the 3D and the regular is you get a deeper impression, more depth with 3D. I only have a couple, maybe 3 3D ones. I just go with the image and such of the embossing folder, and when I buy them for what I may like. I really like this 3D one just because it reminded me of church windows, right? So anyways, let's get going with this. So maybe we'll do the 3D one first. So what you want to do is you want to have the deboss side is where you want to put your ink, not the embossing side. Okay, you could do it the other way, but what would happen is then the letters would all be blacked in and you'd have your color in the background. So if that's the way you would like it to achieve, that's fine too. Oh, and the other thing is you could use any kind of papers for this. I wouldn't recommend a solid colored paper just because I think it looks nicer having the variety of color on your paper. But yeah, you could use scrapbook papers, you could use anything really if you so choose. I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee. There we go. But I wanted to use up this watercolor paper. That's why I chose that paper in particular to do this with. So basically what you do is you just take your ink And you're going to just, do not push hard or it's going to cover more than you want. You just want to lightly run it along like that and cover it with your black ink. I'm using VersaFine ink because it's not a permanent ink and it's a nice sharp colored ink or black ink. Okay, so what do we want to use? Maybe we'll use this lighter colored one here on this one. So then you just place it on where you want it. I think I'll go about there, just because mine's a little smaller than the actual embossing folder. And then because it's a little thicker and this is a 3D, I just lightly, barely, just a tiny bit of water I spray on so my paper doesn't crack. So hopefully this works good, just like that one did. Okay, so this one, because it's 3D, I don't need 2 plates. I just put 1 plate and a shim in seems to work for me because they're a little thicker than your regular embossing folders, right? Oh, I don't have that on all the way. We better do that or I'm not going to get it all embossed. I'm doing this sitting down. Usually when I'm embossed, I stand up. But, okay, let's see what we're going to get out of this. Because hopefully it's as nice as the other one was. Okay. So then I'll just move this over here for a second. And let's see how it turned out. Oh, I like that. And so what I did was I wasn't paying attention and I did put it on the wrong side. It was the embossing side that I put it on and I meant to put it on the debossing. I should have felt that better. But anyways, it still worked out really nice. So there you go. So that's on the deboss side and this is on the emboss side. So either way, it really distresses and such, right? I do like how that turned out. So we will make sure we put it on, I will make sure I put it on the right side with the number 1. The 3D one sometimes is harder to tell which side is deboss and which side is emboss, but that's okay, it still turned out. And I think that will make a beautiful background for a tag or a journaling card. So then we'll do this other one and I'll do it on the proper side so that you can see what I was talking about. So we are going to just take our ink and this time I will put it on the deboss side. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to get the background just lightly. You don't want to you know, go too heavy because then you're going to end up getting it in all the numbers. A little bit of ink in the numbers is fine, I think. I like that look. But now which way? We'll go this way. So we're just going to put that on there like that. I think I might, no, I don't think I need to spray this one. The watercolor paper is a little thicker than some papers. So sometimes even with a regular embossing folder, I like to mist it just a tad. But I don't think I did with the other one, so I'm not going to do it with this one. So then we'll just get this ran through and see what we have. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm just going to move this out of the way because we don't need it anymore. And I'll put, put it down beside me here, out of the way. And we'll take a look at this one. Hopefully I did it. Yes, there we go. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look gorgeous? Oh, I love that purple in it. That is beautiful. I think it turned out really nice. So that's how easy it is to get these backgrounds. And I think they're going to make great tags. So I think we'll make one of the tags so you can see what I mean about them. So what I'm going to do, I think, well, I'll make a journaling card. I think I want to let this dry a little bit, so we won't work with that one right now, or that one. So perhaps we'll work with these two. So first I want to trim it up, right? Because it was a little wider than the embossed. So I'm just going to trim this up. So that's about there. And then we'll trim it up this way. And like I said, you could make these into tags or journaling cards. I think what I'm going to do is make them into a journaling card, is what I want to do, because like you could easily cut off a section of this, but I want to keep it all. So I think I'll keep that one. And this one, it looks like I trimmed it already, maybe. And well, we'll think about that, and maybe we'll make that into a tag. So I want to just work with this one right now. So what I have over here is this Dark Magic papers I had gotten off at Temu, and I thought I would use some of that, is what I would do, for more so my focal point. And I really like that owl. So I want to, and this, the tint of this is really, really nice tint of paper for the colors in the background, right? So what I want to do is, of course, tear this down, because I want to show more of the background. So we'll tear that. Now I want to keep him on there as much as possible. So I think I'll go this side. So I'm just going to tear down this way. Now the other thing is, I'm going to keep the pieces I'm tearing off, because of course I can use them in collage. So okay, I want to take a little bit off the bottom, because again, the background. Yep, I'm liking that. I think I want to bring it over. I'm going to just tear a bit on this side too, like that. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be our focal point. You know what? I want to trim it up just a bit. I think it's a little too wide. So I'm going to trim on this side, because the numbers are already kind of half there. So let's take it down to 3 3/4 and see. Yeah, I like that size a little bit better, I think. So you could keep that and use it in collage too, right? In some way. So I want to put that on there, and then what do I want? I have some different things over here. I have these stamps that we got the other day, and I like this purple one. Let's see, could we put that somewhere on here, or is it too white? It might be too stark white. So I don't want to use numbers, because we have numbers on here. Let's see about whether we want something in the background of that. Some music maybe. I just gotta find my we want to slide some music in here, or a doily maybe. Maybe a doily. Let's see what we got for doilies. That might look nice with a doily behind it. Okay, what do I got for doilies here? I got some cloth doilies and some paper doilies. Well, canvas type doilies. And I think I want the more plain, not colored doily for sure. And then I've got this one that's like a canvas, and it is sort of canvas color, right? Oh, I do like that behind there. I'm not sure if that's exactly the one I want. Let's try the white one. I'm going to cut it off. I don't want it to go all the way across. And then we could put that there, that up there. Okay, let's see what else we got for a doily here. I don't think those ones would be big enough. We've got a square doily, and then we got this round doily. Let's try this square one and see what it looks like. Kind of liking the looks of that. Well, it's okay, but I think I actually like the rounds ones. The rounder one's better. And this one, you know, I kind of like that. So we'll put that behind there. And then we could still put our put a stamp on. Just got to find the right colored stamp that I might like on here. There's one here. Oh, I do like that one. Okay, let's get the doily on, is what I'm thinking. I better, because this is embossed, I do not want to use my glue stick. I want to make sure I get it on there very well. So I think about like that. So we'll get some glue on this, and we'll get that on there. The only thing with doilies that have openings in them, not as quick to get the glue on them, is it? So this is a die cut doily, and the die cut I have myself. So I had just cut some of this out of tea dye paper. Okay, so we want this probably like that, maybe. Let's just check. Maybe up a little tiny bit. Maybe over a little bit. Show a little bit more of those numbers. That's what I want to do. Bring it over a tad bit more. Yeah, like that. Okay. So we'll just cut this off, because I don't want that along the side. Just like that. Again, we could use that on something else maybe. Like that, and then we will put him right about there. But I think I want to distress him a little bit first. So I'm going to just get my vintage photo here. He's such a beautiful owl, isn't he? Okay. See that very well, I don't think. I'm thinking maybe I should have used maybe Oh yeah, I'm seeing it. I think this will be good. The other thing is sometimes walnut stain is better because it's a bit darker of a brown than your vintage photo. So if I don't really like it, I will throw some of my vintage photo on there. I mean, walnut stain, or we could also go with black soot because we have the black in the background. Just thought of that. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Really quickly here, I'll just get my black soot because I think that might look a little bit better. So I'm going to just distress the edges with some of this because I think that might look good. Yeah, this will be perfect for this tag. And it will pop it, right? It will pop this owl. And that's what I would like. Here we go. Yeah, I'm liking that. Yeah, that was just the right touch for that. So I'm going to get this owl on here too. Oh. Now, normally, because this is thinner, I would put glue stick, but again, I'm just going to put a very light bit of tacky glue because the background is embossed, but I don't want it to wrinkle, so I'm just going to be really careful how much I put on here. And I do have a precision bottle, but I always forget to use it because I just really love this bottle of glue. Okay, that's plenty. So let's get the owl on here. Just like that. Oh, that's just popping, isn't it? I like it, I like it. Okay, so where did I put? I'm thinking this particular stamp goes quite nicely on here. And I think I want to put it right there. Oh, I like it. I like it. So I do have some other washi tape over here. Like I could put a piece of this going across. No. You know what? I like it just the way it is because I want that background to be seen really well, and I love how it pops. So if anything, I would put maybe a word here, but I think I want to wait till I decide what journal I will put it in that I will put a word on. Okay, so let's see about this one. And I want to use those same papers, right? That was part of the objective, is I wanted to use some of these papers. Oh, isn't that pretty? They're all pretty. No, I don't want that. I don't know if I want to do another owl. I do like that one though. He's pretty cool. He is very cool. Wouldn't have to do much on that one. But first, I think I had some, there it is. I had some dragonflies in here, but I don't know if I want that big of a, let's see what else we got. Oh, we got this. Has a dragonfly on it. Don't like it. Not quite what I want. Oh, we also have one with a butterfly. That might be nice. I'm thinking if we tear that. Here's one with a dragonfly. I think I'm liking the butterfly better than that dragonfly. Just going to quickly see see if there's anything. Oh, I'm probably not fully in camera. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, isn't he adorable? Ha! He's a goofy one, that one. Let's see. No, let's stick with... I do like him, though. Okay. So this butterfly one, I don't want to just... That's too big, unfortunately, because I wouldn't want to tear it much. Ooh, there's a nice dragonfly. What about that one? Okay, so it's between this one or this one. Let me see which one I like better. This one would have to come quite a bit in. So would this one too. But we could. It's hard to decide, guys. It's really hard to decide. I think I'm going to go with the butterfly. Let's just do it. So I'm just going to tear off some of this. We want it to come in. I'm going to tear this side. I want it to come in on this side. That's what I want it to do. So we'll take some of that off. That one's pretty tiny. I'm going to throw that one. Okay, so we want it to, maybe we'll just tear right along there. We'll keep the words as much as we can. And then we will tear along here. We might tear this a little more or cut it when we're done. Cut it off the edge, or do we keep it on? Okay, I want to take a little bit off of there. Okay, I want to take a bunch off of here at the bottom. And then do we want it to come to the very edge like that? I think so. Yeah, okay. So that's our focal point. Do we want to put a doily behind this one too? Let's see. I think maybe a littler doily might work on this one. Let's see what we got. We got these white ones. That one's too stark. I think these white ones will be, although I do like that one there. Thing is, I wonder if I have one that is tea dyed or not. Let's see. What's more in here? Yep. Okay, that one's not as big as that one. What about this one? I do like that one a lot. Maybe. Although that one's cute too. I don't mind that one. We have this one. No, I'm preferring that one. I just wish I had one this size, but it doesn't look like I do. But I don't mind that other one either. So I think we're going to go with that one. I'm just going to quickly peek. These are all colored from scrapbooking paper. So I don't know if I like that or not. Let's try this one. No, we're going to go with this one here, I think. That's what we're going to do. So we'll put that doily behind it. And with this doily, I think I might distress it in the black soot a little bit. That's what I think I might do with this one. Just get these back in there. And let's get our little piece of, where did it go? Oh, there it is. And then we'll just put a little bit of, just a tiny bit of this black soot on the edges here. Although there was quite a bit on the sponge, looks like. So this is pretty delicate, this paper here. Almost feels like it's more delicate than copy paper. So I think I want that up here. I guess I should have checked that, make sure I get it where I want it. Yeah, I think though right over to the edge, right up like that would be nicest. So again, I'm going to put some tacky glue, which I normally would not do, but this, because it's not cardstock, right? But I want to make sure that it sticks well. Oh, it sounds like my husband just walked through the door. Okay, so let's get that on there. I think it was about here, right, guys? I believe so. Yeah, I'm gonna just shut my door real quick so he knows I'm recording. There we go. I didn't expect him home quite as early as he is today. He had went golfing with his buddies, so I didn't expect him to be home quite yet. But they must have did a quicker round today. So I'm just going to put some black soot on the outside of this, just like I did with the other one, and I don't even think I need to dip it back into the ink because there's quite a bit on here. There we go. All right, so we'll get this on there, and then maybe another yeah, I really like that. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, and I don't know if I will put a stamp on this one or not. We'll just have a look and see what we might do with this one, because we could use some of the, I have some number washi tape here that might go nice on here. We'll just take a peek at that. Okay. Get that on there like that. Oh, that looks so good. So good. There we go. So let's see about some of this measuring tape one. If that would go nice on here. You know, I don't want that. No, I don't think so. We have these great big great big numbered one. Nope, don't like that either. So it's either a stamp. Oh, I just seen a stamp that might go nice on here. It's got the right color on it. Yeah. Should I put it there or over here? I like that it matches with this color here. You know what? I wonder if I can put a little black soot around the edge of this. Yeah, I can. I think I like that. And we'll put that on there. There we go. And I had a little bit of ink on my fingers and it went onto the stamp and I like it. Okay, so we'll put that stamp there. And I don't think we'll do anything else to this one. I love this image. Just worked out really well. I've got pretty dirty hands here with that ink. So I think if I do any more, I gotta go wash my hands really good. Okay, so that is where we're gonna stop today, guys. And like I said, these make such beautiful backgrounds, don't they? And also you can cut them down, make tags out of them depending on what kind of a embossing folder. You could also do 2 small tags, right? but I had accidentally put the ink on the wrong side on this one, and it worked out to be really pretty, didn't it? I like it. And then of course this one that we did with the black ink, oh my gosh, I think it's just gorgeous. And these worked out really gorgeous too, and I want to use some of that paper. So I hope that you give this technique a try, and I hope you all have a lovely day. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm getting closer and closer to 700 subscribers, and I think I would like to do a giveaway when I get there. But we'll talk more about that later. And you all, oh, and press that notification bell, and it'll let you know when I'm putting up a new video. So you all have a crafty day, and we'll see you soon.